Here is I'm first going to put my weight up on my hands. Now I have to watch out for the bite, but I'm already there. So I got to do something. I'm going to put my hands forward and lean my weight forward to make my legs light. Okay. Then I'll put this right here. That's good. Then instead of pushing his head from here where I might compromise my base, I lean forward, bring my knee up, switch to knee on the stomach. Notice he stays with me. Right? He's still going to hold. Now from here, I have the base with my foot, I have the base with my hand, reach this in, now I can drive him down, and now I'm on that knee in the stomach position where I can see, and I can disengage easily. Okay, so very, very important to have that sort of transition. So yeah, we actually practice standing up from top positions. So one more time. He's here, I'm like this. Okay, if I just do this, my weight is close, he might again roll me. So my weight's out, then I shift my weight forward over my hands to make it easy to move my leg. So the key thing, I don't want to get stuck in half guard here. So I bring my heel up close to my hamstring, lean forward, hook it all the way over, and then as he holds on, I walk my hands up and I get to the good knee in the stomach position, making sure my weight is back here. I have my hand down for base, my foot down for base, I'm quite solid. Wedge this in and just start driving it down. Then from here, you can strike. Again, you can hold the wrist. I tend to grab the tricep right away to keep him from hitting me in the groin and also to help stifle his movement. So that is a good example. One more we'll do from here is if I'm side control. Sometimes you might be side control and the guy he grabs you with both hands, the same thing. It's like, oh no, how do I get out of here? I can't get out of here. It's very, you're stuck. So in tournaments, what do? You just wait, and the guy will finally let go, and okay, good. But what we need to get out of there. So here's the trick, okay? I'm gonna put my hand over here, and I'm gonna start to rotate. And guess what? Go ahead, hold on. Oops, that's what happens. He's gonna rotate too. Right? So we have to stop the rotation. Okay, so I'm gonna clamp this in. So I put my hand on the ground, use my elbow. Then I start walking. Then I grab and I rotate and I almost like I'm gonna go for an armbar, like a far side armbar. I pull this up so he cannot rotate with me. So I try to stop his head, block his head, and then I can only move so far when I'm blocking his head this way. So at a certain point, I have to take this hand off and grab, and now I can continue, and I could swing, right? Move this way, like this. I could, if I wanted to, as I'm taking the top, I could swing right to an arm bar, but not necessary because I'm trying to stand up. So there's just a couple ideas for you. Standing up, practice standing up from top, from all the positions, and it'll also help the person on the bottom understand grips better to keep you there.
Here's a great example of using knee ride instead of going to mount. He controls the person on the bottom by using the knee ride and is using a little bit of collar action as well. If he needs to get away, he can. The assailant on bottom can't bite either. Beautiful positioning for a street environment.
Clinch! I'm doing an entire series on clinch for the street, so this is going to be extremely, extremely brief. Clinch is very important because in the clinch is where you kind of have a superpower. If you become skillful, the superpower is you get to determine whether the fight stays in the clinch, it moves back out to kicking range, or you go into ground range. You get to choose because that's where the transition happens in the clinch. Clinch is the transition between standing, striking, and the ground. And you can also just keep in there. So very important. Part of this is takedowns, and we go street-specific takedowns. Because, for example, a double leg takedown, as good as it is, you're underneath the person, and just say, I like to give credit. Sometimes people, and I don't want people to think I'm just dropping names, but I'm just giving credit. Like Randy Couture, he's the one that really made me understand over and over again, he does not like to shoot with his head under the solar plexus, because then the guy can sprawl and be on top of you. He doesn't want to be underneath.